Hello, hello, and welcome back to day 13 of your training. If I'm a little bit distracted, I have our little companion here with us. So this is Maggie. We call her Motivator Maggie, but she didn't want to be alone on the, so she's sitting on my lap. Anyway, so today what we are going to talk about is Instagram and how to use Instagram to move your business forward. When we first started on our FreeToBe Girls Instagram account, it was actually my Instagram, and I think I had about 60 followers, and we're up to around 15,000 now. So we've worked really hard at building and connecting with people over Instagram. And so we're going to show you some of our secrets. I will be honest, Instagram is not my favorite platform. I prefer Facebook because I feel like I get to know someone better on Facebook. That being said, I love scrolling through Instagram and checking out other people's pictures, right? It's like a quick snapshot into their life. The one thing that you can do on Instagram that you can't do on Facebook is you can hide a little bit, right? But even though you might hide there, you can still connect with people, grow your following. I'm just going to put this little one down because she's being a little bit distracting. And you can grow so what we're going to do is to talk specifically about how you can do that yourself. So the first thing that we're going to focus on is how to grow, how to connect with people, how do you get people to follow back, and how do you then get conversations started. So in order to grow your Instagram, our first number one tip would be to search hashtags. So if you remember back to that list that you made, the things about you that fuel you, and on that you circled a few that really, really drive you, but you have this giant list that you can then reference and start searching hashtags to find other people with common interests. So that is one of our number one tips. Hashtags are kind of like currency. So if you're posting without hashtags, and not on every single picture, but then there's really no way of connecting with it. So refer to that list. So the number two thing that we would recommend you doing on Instagram is you're going to find one of the big pages of those influencers that you listed. Like we mentioned Brittany Dawn and Buff Bunny and those sorts of things in one of the previous videos that we talked about. So you're going to go onto their page, onto their Instagram page, and you want this to be someone who is similar to you, that has a big following, like maybe over 100,000 people. And then from that, you're going to click on the followers, like who is following that person. And from that, you're going to see this giant list of people that are following that you can then start interacting with and you can start building an audience with. So our general rule of thumb here is a 5-3-1 rule, where you would find somebody from that followers list and you would base that honestly on their profile picture. Is that someone that you would want to hang out with? Is that someone that you would want to get to know? You can base it strictly on that. If it's not, skip over and go to the next one. And then when you do find that person, you're going to like 5 of their most recent photos. You're going to comment on 3 of them, and then you're going to follow them back. And generally what will happen is they will follow you back then, and there will be some engagement and discussion between photos. So that's the number 2 one. Number 3 method that you can grow your following on Instagram is you can do a shout out for shout out. So this would be, say you find someone that has a similar amount of followers as you have, and you can feature each other on each other's pages. So it could be a picture of you, it could be a picture of a recipe, and then you just say great recipe by so-and-so. And then their followers come to follow you and your followers go to follow them. So that's a shout out for shout out. The third way is that you can actually use really, really big pages to see if they'll feature you. And on those big pages, you'll see in the description of the page, underneath their profile picture, the word KIK, which is Kik. And Kik is an app, and you just install the app, you use that address that they have listed right there, send them a message and see if they will feature you. There is a fee usually for a feature, and everything is set up through PayPal. So you would send them the PayPal, then they would feature you on a specific day and time that you specify. All right, so that's number 4. And then the 5th way that you can create and build your following is to create shareable content. And with this, what you can also do is you can also do giveaways. So one tip that you can do on your posts is like tag 3 friends who are, you know, if you're asking a question, tag 3 friends who could benefit from this, or tag 3 friends if you want to share this information with them. Or you can create like a little mini giveaway basket, and then you would say on it that in order for them to be eligible to win the basket, they have to be following you. They need to share the post. They need to share it with the hashtag, like, for example, if it was us, hashtag FreeToBe Girls giveaway, and tag 3 friends on it. So those are 5 quick tips on how to grow your following. So then, great, you're growing your following, but how do you ensure that they are following you back? So the first tip on them following you back is that you need to make sure that your page is well managed. That means that you're creating good content on your page. And it also means that you are being super consistent. If you disappear for a week, you're going to notice your following is dropping, because they're like, where'd she go? Why am I spending my time following this person if they're not even going to be posting any value in my life, right? Nothing that I'm curious about. So the other thing too is that you can then connect with the people who are following you back. You can connect via private message. You can connect in comments on their photos, and just build that conversation that way. And that will get you the following back. So hopefully you found this training valuable and helpful, and a good place to start if your focus is going to be on Instagram. We definitely recommend having more than like 2 platforms that you're aiming for to get yourself out there and get yourself known, and you need to pick the ones that work the best for you. All right, so have an awesome day, and we look forward to watching your Instagram following grow. And if you have any questions, you know where to find us.